and off the bitch.
I'm about to shoot at a nigga, no layup. I pull up and step back and I get my J up, yeah. Point blank, I shoot at a nigga from far like I'm Trey Young, yeah. Shoot at a nigga, no airball, ooh. Shoot at a nigga, no backboard. I break a full court press up at half court. That's no cap like an afro, ooh. I spend that still Wayne Gretzky. I keep a K on me like I'm Coach K. Krzyzewski. Hope you set trippin', I got a set shot. Get your whole set shot. Quiet on the set, bitch. Shoot at a nigga, no bank shot. Check the game clock. Nigga, time is too precious. I shoot at a nigga, no rebound. Shoot the whole team down. Rookies and veterans. She give me face, I'm no texting. She give me face through the zipper. Wow, open face. Told you got shooters like Golden State. Shoot at a nigga, no dribble, no handle. Shoot at a nigga, no dribble, no travel. Shoot at a nigga, no Eurostep. Step my dribble, I ain't move my pivot yet. Aim at his rim and I hit the net. Shoot at the cheerleaders, blood on the pounds. Shoot the coach up, shoot the sideline. Court side seats, get blood on the popcorn. Shoot it like Jordan, like Brown. Shoot at a nigga like Harden from the outside. Nigga can't guard, can't block mine. Shoot at a nigga going hard from the foul line. He don't call us a hotline. Shoot at a nigga, no double dribble. Shoot at a nigga, no crossover. Driveway looking like a toy store. I'm a ball, I'ma never turn the ball over. I'ma shoot at a nigga on moolah. Pull up with 200 guns, it's a shootout. Shoot at a nigga, no hoopin', no hoopla. Told you little nigga, no ceilings, no rooftop. I'm about to spray that nigga, no drizzle. Better get down and lay down, little nigga, no pillow. I light up a J on a nigga, no lino. I'm slime every day on a nigga, no schedule. All these little niggas claim they killers, just holding up guns, taking pics in the mirror. Pop me a seal, pour a line and reseal it. Then I laugh at these niggas, don't they little my cheering. Giggle, 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 giggle. She lick it right after I bust that shit tickle. She swallow a shot glass and nut like tequila. She like to tell when she fuck, couldn't hear her. She like to walk on my rug, chinchilla. She won't fuck on my rug, I say, bitch, that chinchilla. She like to masturbate while on the period. This suck her finger, I swear she the weirdest. My trigger finger, this out with my blood. Used to parlay with blood in the hallway with drugs. Got bitches on drugs in the car waiting for us. Waiting all day to fuck, and then all day we fucking, and all night we bucking. And all white the cups and that cocaine is soft. All white deluxe and his hair might come off. And you might see his guts and it might make you barf. And it might make me blush. Run it, run it. I can't keep up cause I might be on blow. And it might make me rush. I might be on slow cause I might be on codeine and promethazine. This ain't mindly bro. I need ice in my punch. You put ice on my nuts. I be icy as fuck. I be icy, icy, very pricey. I be so lit up they call me Chris Lighty. You could get lit up just for some enlightenment. Fuck the indictments. I fuck the crystal and I fuck the diamond. I fuck some swimmers and I fuck some divers. Never been fishing but I fuck the prices. I fuck the simple and I fuck the silent. I fuck the genuine. I fuck the kindly. I fuck the physical. I fuck the violent and I fuck the mental and I fuck the...
Well, I might have been off more than I could chew, y'all. Let me give you something. Big shouts out to the best rapper alive. And I want to tell y'all something. That's a damn 2-minute and 30-second song, okay? Shout out to No Ceilings 3. B-side, okay? Big shouts out to Lil Wayne because I be always saying Lil Wayne named that B-side because I used to do a show on the B-side. Be grasping for straws. But baby, whatever it is you got to do to make yourself happy, whatever you do, don't pay no attention to the shit that's making you sad. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be here this evening, here live every Tuesday from 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, y'all. Running around Dallas in the midst of a hurricane, what they say, we was up under a tornado warning, not hurricane, but shout out to, the meteorologist. They the only damn people in the world that's making big money that always be getting that shit wrong, like 78% of the time. But I'm so grateful I got a chance to do all the stuff that I set out to do today, starting out tiptoeing in the rain and just making all of my appointments, even making it here. I'm grateful for that. So shout out to the After Party Live. Shout out to everybody who, just rocked and commented and also, shared and just hit me up. A big shouts out to Jonathan Shaw and Inside Speaks. Thank you so much for the shout out. Thank you so much for the support and all of the good content because it has been some really good content. So shout out to him for all of the stuff that he always put up, which is awesome. It's so amazing that he also has loyal, always beating me on the leaderboard as far as support. Miss Claudia and Jonathan Shaw, y'all are beating me. I would be number 1 if it wasn't for y'all on the leaderboard for supporting the After Party Live. But big shouts out to y'all, and I'm grateful to be on the board. So that's awesome. Y'all, we got a lot of stuff this week. Shout out, like I said, to Lil Wayne with his awesome self. Lil Wayne done dropped 2 features in like 2 weeks, and I just think that was absolutely amazing. Big shouts out to Lil Twist, aka Texas Twist. My mom used to date this guy, and he lived across the street from Lil Twist's mama, like up the street. They own the same street, but up the street. And my mama used to be saying that little boy down there, he be messing with Lil Wayne and them because I be seeing them buses and stuff. I was saying, Mama, you think every damn rapper is Lil Wayne. That is not no Lil Wayne them, and I be damn. She was telling the truth. Little Twist, I'm talking about from a long, long time ago. He is a Dallas, Texas native, originally Texas Twist. So big shouts out to him because not only is Lil Twist an amazing artist, an awesome representation of Dallas, but he also done been down with Lil Wayne for a good 20 years or better. And I think that is loyalty on a whole nother level. So grateful. Y'all make sure y'all check out his album, The Single Addict, featuring Lil Wayne. And Lil Twist also got some other bangers on there. That song, of course, gonna get motion because Wayne is on it. But Lil Twist, I'm gonna tell you something. He is not no little bullshit. And I think that a big part of what I see, where I don't see that, if you listen to a song by Jay Jones, Lil Twist, even Gutta Gutta, Corey Guns just dropped a freestyle. Like, if you listen to artists on Young Money, like, you gonna see, even, shout out to Lil Wayne's son, Lil Navi, he on Young Money, just Alan Cubas, just, if you listen to the song, like, you're gonna be like, okay, this shit is banging. Or when they post something, you're gonna be like, oh, this shit is live. But it's not gonna necessarily, in my opinion, gonna be pushed by the industry because Lil Wayne not only is he Lil Wayne, but he already done had like the top 2 other people in the game. And I feel like that sometimes they don't want to necessarily, they not trying to let Young Money run this shit again, especially when they tried to break Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne was resilient and still went through that shit he went through and bounced back on these bitches like magic, and he's doing his own thing. Like, you don't get a chance to see this. I was thinking about this weekend where so many people were leaving their feedback on the Michael Jackson movie. I haven't been to see it yet because, bitch, I don't want to see nobody down there dancing it. I'm going in the daytime by myself somewhere where when I look on that little thing, I'm so grateful for Fandango and all of the movie theaters that let you purchase a seat, because if I look on there and it's too many lit up, that's not it costs too much money to go to the movies. When I go to the movies, I can spend $50 by myself, especially if it's one of those movie theaters like the AMC's got the bars in them. No, I'm going in there if I got to be in there by myself. I don't give a damn if it's a scary movie. That movie, what was it? No One's Coming to Help You, with Rachel McAdams, the same chick who played on The Notebook and also in Mean Girls. It was interesting seeing Rachel McAdams in this role. It just lets you know what they can do with cinematography, and big shouts out to her for still being in the mix, because she was, of course, she's a beautiful woman, but as we all are doing or have done, we age. As you age, I think is a beautiful thing if you can find your place and find out like where it is that you feel like that you fit. There is something for everybody. Sometimes you'll hear people say, well, you're too old to be doing this and you're too old to be doing that. Well, if old people wasn't supposed to be working, where they was going to get Mama Joe off soul food? Like Cicely Tyson, Marla Gibbs, all those people, they still working. I mean, Cicely Tyson, rest in peace to her, but she worked all the way up until she was old. And I mean, I don't feel like I have to explain anything to anybody, like as far as myself, but it's funny that people get all hung up on stuff and people literally don't want to give you your props and your respect until you're no longer here. Michael Jackson, was a big part of my childhood. I'm so grateful, and I consider myself extremely blessed that I got a chance to be alive in the same time as Michael Jackson, Prince, Lil Wayne, Tupac, Biggie. Like, it's not a lot of people that can say that. So I was thinking about how a lot of people were so emotionally moved and so loving and loyal towards Michael Jackson, as they talked about, how they felt about the movie. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, people are very interesting, because when that man was here, he wasn't necessarily getting that type of love. People were disrespectful to Michael Jackson. And I'm grateful that they're giving Michael Jackson the love now and that they are also showing him his respect. But it's a lot of people that's done a lot of amazing things. And when you have those people in your presence where they can hear the compliments, then you want to criticize them and disrespect them and not think about the fact that they got a mama, children in this world. I never understand the people that will think that it's their responsibility to criticize Lil Wayne. Like, what have you done? And for the people out there, I feel like that is some people, um, you know, you don't, you can't advise Lil Wayne. You can't, especially if you don't even know. I listened to this little snippet of a podcast, and it was a lady and a man that was sitting up there, and they were like, well, Wayne was talking about how he felt about not being invited to the Grammys and not being invited to Coachella. And he says when these things come around, he don't get invited or whatever. And so the woman on the panel, she was like, well, Wayne, you the GOAT. You should, bring back the Louisiana Fest. Like, weren't you doing a festival at one time? Why don't you bring back the Louisiana Fest? And a true fan knows that the Louisiana Fest never left. So I just left a comment. I was like, he have been doing the Louisiana Fest consecutively, except for 1 year that he missed ever since 2015. So over a decade of Louisiana Fest, with the last one being this past November. And I just love to comment. I'm like, just, respect his legacy, that if you're going to put his name in the tagline, at least have the facts together and thinking that you can advise him. And she was like, oh, we definitely love Wayne over here. We definitely rock with him. And I'm like, well, that's cool. But I just heard somebody saying that, he needed to bring back the Louisiana Fest, and he's still doing the Louisiana Fest. So like I said, shout out to everybody. Everybody is out here doing their best to try to make it, to pop off. Like I said, that was one thing that I really admired about one of the podcasts that I watch of, I think it's Inside Speaks and then Industry Speaks. You're listening, Jonathan. Thank you so much. I don't want to get it wrong, but it was so awesome that a lot of people seem to be out here doing a lot of stuff just for the sake of going viral. And I love the way that it was talked about and reiterated over and over again. It's not about going viral. You want to go viral, of course, because you want what you have to say to reach as many people as possible. But you also got to know that in a world that's upside down, that's thinking wrong is right all day, you're not going to have a long reach. You're just going to have to drop the heavy shit on the real niggas, and then the real niggas go back to their tribe, and then they take the shit that you told them. You're not going to get the whole world. The Bible even says, if you have found favor with the world, then you have ceased having favor with God. If you're a friend of the world, if the majority of the people in the world, y'all thinking the same shit, then you probably should evaluate some of the things that you're thinking, because it's not going to flow in your favor if it's something that's going to be making you better. Anything that's going to make you better is going to challenge you. It's going to, bring out some shit in you didn't even know that was there. And that does not come when everybody is in agreement with you. That's one thing that's made this kind of hard for me all of my life, because I don't know if people would label me. And I am perfectly willing to apologize and work on it if somebody bring it to my attention. But I don't know if people feel like that I am the type of person you can't tell nothing to. Maybe people view me that way. Or maybe people just don't feel comfortable saying something to me. Or maybe people feel like, well, if I say something to Mecca, she gonna go off. But true love, is going to help you, even if it means helping me. And help both of us, especially if we happen to be in close proximity of each other. The good shit, you know what I'm saying, is contagious. It reaps the rewards that stay. A box cake that's going to go bad in a couple of days, you ain't going to want no more of it after a couple of days. It will bake in 30 minutes. But a pound cake, it's going to last probably damn near a month. But it ain't going to do nothing but keep getting better and better every day. And please don't mess around and put it in a freezer and trap that moisture in. Oh, my goodness. But it take you an hour and 30 minutes to cook a pound cake. It take you some more money. It take you some more preparation. Making a proper pound cake starts the day before you even make the pound cake, because everything that you're putting in the pound cake has to acclimate to the atmosphere because of the altitude of your stove to bring out that golden brown, but then that middle that's just, you can't even believe it. And every single day it gets better. Sometimes you might want to go buy a store-bought cake, and that's even a little bit more instant. That's something that I relate to these people out here that are like buying views and boosting. Every time I post something, they ask me if I want to boost it. I'm like, no, I don't want to boost it. I want it to be right here where it is. And then two things are going to happen, and both of them are good. One is going to be, in my opinion, that you are going to have your tribe around you. Because I don't want 100,000, followers or 100,000 views, and then 75,000 of the people are on there trying to disrespect me. Like, I don't want my kids to ever witness somebody disrespecting me. So with that being said, keep your rules and regulations and your 100,000 followers. That don't mean nothing to me. Real niggas fuck with me, and I don't give a fuck who don't. If real people rock with me, the people that really are willing to not only critique when the time presents itself. So back to the two people, being your genuine and authentic self. First of all, you gain more confidence in it because it ain't no script that's required. Second, the people that are like-minded are gonna rock with you without you having to tolerate some buffoonery of some people that are just low vibration. So they're just saying something to just get a rise. Like, I have to stop letting people energy harvest me because I understand that that's what they're trying to do. They want your energy. They don't believe what they saying. They not real fans. They don't have no real facts. They ain't showed no real love. Like somebody got in the comments and said, Lil Wayne is terrible live. And I said, nobody don't feel that way but haters and people who done got a snippet on a cheap ass phone. Listen, it's a bunch of joyful ass people in there. People be so damn lit. You can feel that shit in the lobby and when you walk on the steps after you done kicked it with Lil Wayne. And another thing, if you in there with us, you high, baby. How you know it ain't good? That should be so damn fun. Lil Wayne be jumping around, having a good time, and we be jumping around. You lose your shit when Lil Wayne hit that stage. I done been in a room, I done felt the energy, and the only person that'll make a comment like that is some people that ain't never been there. But my question be this: why the fuck would you know you haven't never been there? You ain't never spent a dime to see this man live, but you will get on here and make a negative comment. Like sometimes I be wishing, I know that, they got all kind of weird ass surveillance on us. Like I already know it be shit. It's a bunch of shit going on. Like I feel like anything that they show you in the movies, that shit is possible and probably is actually happening because the devil been arrogant since day one. And that I think is the part that pisses him off the most about people that truly believe in God and have faith in God, because he want to move you. So when he can't move you, then that's when he start trying to mess with the people around you. But you got to remember that when it seems like that you are doing your very best to stay Ray Charles to the bullshit and the shit come find you, i.e. start tampering with something that you love, because I've always been that type of mama bear that, hey, if you feel froggy, you can jump towards me. But if you want to get your ass toe up, jump towards some kids. And I'm not saying, and my kids will tell you this, it ain't nothing about it. I wasn't never one of them mamas that, my kids really didn't go to other people's house. But when they did, I was never one of those type of people like, you bet not touch them. But if you did feel like that you needed to discipline them, then I want to be made aware of that. But I wasn't never that type of person that, some of these people will let they damn kids get them caught up in some shit. The kids will come tell you and send you out on a dummy mission. You've been watching this motherfucker in the house with you, and you know their attitude, their mindset, and how they view shit. Because you done had to get on their ass about stuff, and you see how they think by the way they respond. So why you gonna let this person send you out into the middle of the street on a dummy mission? I don't give a damn if it is your child. So when I say I love my kids and somebody get their ass toe up about them, I'm not saying like they can't do no wrong. I'm saying because I know they ain't doing no wrong, and they really not. And they not perfect, but what I'm saying is those that get it, get it. It you just not gonna do certain things with certain people. We'll just leave that at that. And I think that people need to get a handle on themselves, because anyway, the Michael Jackson movie, I want to go see that. There looked like there was another assassination attempt on the president of the United States. That's not that strong. It's really not. I think that tastes really good. Do you think it tastes good, Montana? Yes. Thank you. That's just some ground raw and pineapple with a little bit of jalapeno. Yeah. Nice little easy like Sunday morning. But I've said this before and I will say it again. It is so damn comical out here sometimes. When you see some of the things, when you see some of the things that people will invest their time and energy into. Now, I'm looking at this tape. They say it was 2,600 steak and lobster dinners that didn't get eaten that night. If they caught the man, why they didn't go back and eat the food? Because they caught him. It's a bunch of pictures that are viral of him on the ground with handcuffs. Now, what I can't make out, I was talking to my son about this because he's not really into like a lot of political literature, but if it's something that's trending, because he knows he probably will be approached with a conversation about it, he will have the backstory. And so anybody who know me, including my mama, know I love for somebody to give me the backstory. My mama can break down a movie so good, and it ain't spoiling it for me because I need to see it. That's going to save me from watching it the third time. I'm still going to watch it. Like, some people be like, don't spoil it for me. Don't tell me what happens at the end or whatever. But it be some little gaps I need people to fill in. So I'm grateful to have my mom who can break that shit down. I'm grateful for my son who, from a political spectrum, can most definitely fill in the gaps and help me understand some stuff that I either, what Ice Cube say, don't know, don't show, don't give a fuck about what's going on with that bullshit. Because I don't feel like it's 100% genuine anyway. The people that I see running the world, in my mind, are some people we don't never see. The people that's really calling the shots. Sometimes I just wonder why certain things have to be. And in my mind, and it might be because I read the Bible a lot, but in my mind, it's something that's about to come in this era. And it's a lot of energy being put into stopping that. Whatever it is, whoever it is. Because, there were times in the Bible where when people that were going to make significant changes, Moses, Jesus, and I'm not saying Moses and Jesus are equal. I'm saying when Jesus Christ was about to be born, King Herod was having all the babies 1 year and under, taken up out of here. And it wasn't anybody even to stop them from doing this. And the same when Moses was born. That's why Moses' mama put him on the water. Because she felt like she knew he was special. And she trusted God. And God, just like I was saying what happened with me, God proved his power by Pharaoh was looking for Moses. He didn't know who he was looking for, but that was the reason why that demonic spirit took over him to have him, be trying to get rid of all the babies. He didn't even know. But Moses, mama put him on the water and he floated to the people's house that was looking for him. And Pharaoh's daughter saw Moses and fell in love with him and raised him in the house The reason why I feel like in today's terms, I dare not say I know what nationality these people were, but just say, for instance, this happened today. The way they described Moses was like he looked like he was black. In a lot of instances, they talked about this because Moses, they said that he had, he had like kinky hair, dark skin, and when he went and Pharaoh's daughter fell in love with him, he grew up in the palace. And interestingly, for whatever reason, they weren't looking for him anymore. They weren't, after Pharaoh's daughter gets Moses, they're not doing this. They're not getting rid of the babies anymore. So now Moses grows up in the king's house, but he never forgot his people. That's how he ended up in the wilderness with the black people, his own people. He went down there, he tried to help because he didn't want to be over here with these, what I feel like in today's time would be white people, King Pharaoh and his daughter and all of them. So Moses returns back to his people. And there was a story in the Bible where Moses see two people that in today's time would have been the white people. And he see them kill a black person. And he goes down there and he kill the white people. And the black people saw Moses do this. And so when Moses was trying to help the people, his own people, the black people told him, well, if we don't listen to you, what you gonna do? You gonna kill us like you killed them white people? That's the way they did Moses. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but the people that are familiar with the story, Or you can go and look, read the story. I would encourage anybody in your quiet time to read any portion of it and then take a good look around to what it is that you see all around you. What the mindset and what I hope that people will approach anything in regard to God, seeing him as all seeing, all knowing, and all power, not just somebody who's around. So anyway, I think that, and that's another thing. I think people kind of conduct themselves like it's just somebody that's around. So that's the reason why I don't get all caught up. I don't allow it to stress me out, anything that I see. Whenever I feel like that God put it in the Bible for you to pray for your leaders, because most of the time, people are just out front with a facade that they are in control of the situation. In another place, behind another wall, in places you will never see, those people are sweating, not necessarily being able to, make the decisions that they want to make without there being severe consequences. So with that being said, I don't hold anybody accountable. It's very easy for me to pray for people, especially when I see them doing dumb shit, because I feel like, what are you feeling threatened with? Because people only do dishonest, disloyal, whack ass shit when they feel threatened in some way. They may be feeling threatened because it's their job by way of whatever they may be submitting themselves to try to tear you down. They don't even know why. Other times, I believe it's just that if I can keep you focused on this, then you won't pay attention. Like when we used to have a game when we was kids and they'd be like, hey, look at that bird right there. And then as soon as you look over there, they steal a French fry or some money or something like that, keeping you focused on some stuff that is not productive. And that's the reason why I encourage people to make sure that you put some time to the side for the things that are productive. It's very interesting that people have kind of stopped talking about what happened, with those 8 children in Shreveport. And I know people might say that that's yesterday's news. It looks like that the wife, I don't know, because it seemed like they said Shaniqua was the first baby mama. And now they're saying that, and they said the second one, it was the wife. But then they put a story up and saying the wife got out the hospital. She left a statement. I didn't listen to it, but I'm just saying, I feel like that Clay Thompson and Megan the Stallion, like, in my opinion. And I just want to make sure that this is a good place for me to enter this disclaimer. The views and ideas that I express are my own. I don't, mean for it to be a representation if I speak anything in regard to family, co-workers, even anything, children, it's not any of them. It's absolutely me. Even Miss Mecca's take here, if I say something, it don't necessarily mean that it's just my opinion, my take. That's what this show is all about. So when I say that I never felt like it didn't feel, once you've been baking cakes for a long time, you don't even need to set a timer anymore. You can look at the clock, get a roundabout time, but there's a certain aroma when a cake has reached, or cookies have reached a certain baking level. You can smell it. Just like you can smell something when it starts to burn, you can smell something when the texture, when you've smelt it enough times, you can smell the texture of something. So, fortunately, I have had an opportunity to witness love, not only in my own life, but in the lives of a lot of people around me. And unfortunately, I really, really hate it when I be right. I be really wishing one day I was wrong. But to this day, and I mean, you could either believe me or not believe me, God knows to this day, anytime I have seen something like that, it worked out exactly like I thought it was. And it's unfortunate that I don't know how much of this shit is fake or real, but it's unfortunate that it looked like that they were starting some type of campaign where women were saying that they were all going to go out and cheat on behalf of Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, listen, I feel like that a lot of the people that are making a lot of the comments and making a lot of videos have never been in a real relationship. And you even had some women come out and say, I'm not dating anymore. I'm never going to date anymore because all of these men cheat or whatever. See, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And when I'm saying that to say that some people's attitude is so nasty. Some people are just so disrespectful and getting off on the wrong shit that they're a turnoff. Like, just absolutely a turnoff. For me personally, listen, I don't care what nobody say. I do not care if whatever it is a person feel like that they want to do or they have a desire to do, you do that. I can make a choice to stay around or not stay around. But all of this talk about men ain't shit, you get out of a situation what you put into it. Working in hospitality for years, I have seen my share and had my belly full of ignorant ass black women coming into the restaurant, making a problem, and please God, don't let it be a party. But when I go to the restaurant, that's not my intention. Sometimes you can talk people up out of it when they greet you with, okay, you know what I'm saying? A person have a bad experience, they don't want to have that bad experience anymore. I even had, when I was working at the Grand Lux Cafe, I even told these women once, I was like, they were all up around the POS, like we ring in orders. And big party had showed up late. This one girl, she put all her tables together, gave up all her tables for the night for people to trickle in, then want several checks, then argue about the bill. And I told them they were up literally at the POS system where we ring up shit. Talking loud. It's like a booth right up under the POS. Oh, no. All of this, like you just, all of a sudden, you didn't buy the restaurant out. You just had a table that was for free. But being perfectly honest, that was one of the reasons why I stopped working there. Because if you are not going to have some law and order to where I don't have to come in here and waste my damn time and my damn energy, then you're not going to have no penalty about no reservations. You're just going to take reservations and let people trickle in here and do all the shit that they want to do. People walk out, don't pay. It's all kind of bullshit. And I told these women, it was some sisters standing up there, and they up on behind the girl, touching the screen. I said, say, man, I said, do y'all not realize I got to stay here? When y'all leave, I'm going to be here with these Mexicans and with these white folks. Y'all make shit hard for me. Like, it's already hard because people already want to assess what they feel like that you're going to do and why. Why do they do that? The same damn reason why people that play the lottery play that shit every damn day. Because they done won before. So people that got put their yield sign up when they see a certain group of people come in, it's because of how people act when they get in there. Not all people, because not me, not my friends. A lot of people in my family, we act civilized when we go to the restaurant, but you inherit all of the shit that the people did before you. So I always say, hey, if it's black power, then don't mess me around. Where ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with me, because to them, me and you are the same person. It don't matter if you didn't do the shit I did or I didn't do the shit you did. They don't get to see us unless we in these public spaces. So if you in here doing a certain thing, then people are going to expect that of me. I got to work my way up out the hole. And then as soon as and it ain't never going to be where it's going to be just at peace anyway, because the same thing that people try to stomp out of you is the same thing that I feel like our people keep missing about themselves. There's a big campaign out here to try to make you feel like you ain't shit. Don't nobody care about you. There's no protection for you. Everybody just wants to kill you and blah, blah, blah. Yet and still, you can't turn anywhere to the left or to the right and see anything that doesn't have the essence of black culture. They ain't selling a Pop-Tart without our music. And music that's been literally created and came out of people just naturally. Herbie Hancock. Ain't nobody seen Herbie Hancock in years. I hope that man is hip, happy, and healthy wherever he is, if he's still on earth. But I just heard Herbie Hancock song from the 80s in a commercial the other day. So it's two things working. It's the fact that a person is already intimidated by your natural abilities and the natural gifts God gave you. And the fact that you give them a reason to retaliate against you by the way that you act. It's one thing for a person to be jealous and intimidated and want to hate on you. It's another thing to give them a reason to do some shit that they really want to do because you're you, but because of the shit that you did and how you proceeded and approached the situation, you gave them a reason in front of everybody to treat you a certain type of way. And it's just got to be something where you got to come away from that. You got to understand, if you're going to be like, if you want someone, because I have friends that I went to school with, and depending on what their childhood was or what their relationship was, I have a friend, well, not necessarily a friend, but, a classmate of mine that I've known my entire life. And he seemed to always select women that, they came from a situation where they might have been stripping, they might have been, letting folks run trains on them and all kind of stuff. And he literally wifed these women because he felt like, for whatever reason, in my opinion, that he would have, I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. I know that I have an uncle that he don't do drugs, but he appreciates being around women that do drugs. It's kind of like a control, kind of I'm saving you kind of control type of thing. But I feel like even in those situations, those women will tell you that they had a horrible experience with that man. It wasn't no Claire Huxtable or I don't covet anybody's situation, but there are some things that nostalgically, like when I visualize myself as a wife, I think about my husband just loving me, and just loving me for all of the wonderful things that he admires about me and all the wonderful things that I do for him. Just a man that is content with loving his woman. That's my goal with my husband. And a lot of times people kind of get it twisted because their mind is still caught up in what they can get from other people. And the attention and validation that you seek should be from your significant other, and everything else should fall up under that. But you have a lot of women today that's not the way they see it. And to me, I feel like that as far as Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson are concerned, what she did after they broke up gives you a foreshadow of her mindset. Everything that's understood don't have to be explained, and every closed eye ain't sleep. Like, a person don't have to come out and tell you. It'll be certain hints when you're around people, you're with people, that they will tell you, and then you'll be thinking to yourself, because I know I done been talking to people before, and the shit started out normal. It started out like it's something that's safe, and then all of a sudden this person started talking crazy, and my mind immediately go to, okay, wait a minute. Have I told this person where I live or where I work? Because this person has started talking crazy. I'm not trying to let them know no more damn information, and I'm not looking forward to talking to them. The same thing with bitches be talking about witchcraft and hoodoo and all that. Bitch, I don't want to be your friend no more. I plead the blood of Jesus over me and my children. I don't want to be your friend no more. Get the hell on with all that bullshit, because if you're telling me about how you'll do it to somebody else, bitch, what happens today? You call yourself getting mad at me. I don't want to be around you. If that's what you want to do with your life, God bless you. And who knows if God got a problem with it. I got a problem with it, because I ain't seen God say do it that way. So if that's what you feel like you need to do to get the shit done you want to get done, then hey, it'll be your cross to bear. I can make the choice to not want to be around you. And I've done the same thing in relationships. Lately, I've had exes that have, thrown little hints. I don't know if they just want to try to fuck, or they trying to really have me in their life. They act like, they feel something towards me. I don't feel anything towards them. And it's not anything personal. It's just that why would we go back into some shit at this age and point in time that didn't work when I'm the same damn person? The same person you talking about, that you looking for and that you want, that's the same person that you fucked it up with. And I'm not mad at you. We still cool. We'll always be cool. But I'm not trying to go back into no bullshit, especially when you turn around and show me the same shit. The same shit. So why would I want to deal with that? So what do you want to do? You want to go tell somebody about something I did in the bed? You want to go tell somebody about something you seen in my house? I don't want to fuck with you because of you. If you was bringing me the joy and you was checking off all the boxes, do you know how many people overlook shit because a person just, this is the best of them all. People overlook shit all the time to not have to deal with other shit. A person don't have to want you. A person do not have to even be loyal to you. They don't. Loyalty is a choice that people make. And I'm not saying it's wrong or it's right, but I do know that every situation is different. And for everybody to be out here trying to make it seem like that this is just another corrupt, bad man. Like, men are human too. They got hearts, they got feelings, they got, sensitivity and nerve endings just like we do. And at the end of the day, everybody also have had their share of experience of what they done seen they mama, daddy. I was so excited to tell my great grandmother, because I'm like, was one of my cousins who didn't get married. And I called my great grandmother and I told her about him, and she said, Okay, baby. She said, well, is this the same one that you've been telling me about? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, okay. She say, this the one who his mama always be calling you, come take her to work and all of that, borrowing money from you and all that. I said, yeah. I said, but you know, my great grandmother say, baby, I'm way down here in Rosebud, and I can see them from here, and they ain't about shit, not one of them. She said, from the little baby all the way to the oldest one. And I went to her nursing home in Temple and sat at her bedside when everything that she told me without ever laying eyes on these people came to fruition. People be done seen shit before. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying, just sitting there and just letting the motherfucker pee on them and tell them it's raining. I understand that based on people's value systems, it's to some people's benefit to do that. But if you are a honest and genuine person and you being real with yourself, you can't be in no fake shit. I don't give a damn if $1 trillion come with it. I've had so many people tell me down through the years that I must be in love with Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne is rich. And I be thinking to myself, I love Lil Wayne because it's taking you niggas 15 years to catch some shit. That he said 15 years ago, people just now posting, do y'all know what this man was saying? And I had caught it a long time ago. And so then you have a conversation with people and they just own some Sally Jesse Raphael bullshit. Like, how do you have, when your mind has received the fact that this is some form of a matrix and a lot of this shit is a bunch of smoke and mirrors, and you've come to the realization of that, and you can literally see lies and propaganda. You can't really put your finger on why the shit is going down and like what the benefit of it will be. Like I said, going back to Jesus and Moses, a lot of times people are doing shit and they don't even know. That's that spirit of jealousy and envy when people don't even know why they doing the shit that they doing. But it's not even envy and jealousy from them. Y'all, I'm 2 minutes over. It's not even, I'm really relaxed tonight. Not even jealousy and envy from them. It's jealousy and envy of the spirit, the negative spirit, the wicked spirit that does not want to see you succeed, because success means you weathered the storm. So if you're going through something, like my great granny used to say, if you're going through hell, keep going. Keep pushing on what it is that you believe. That second person that I didn't get a chance to mention that you will come across in your life as you authentically do you is that person who will care enough to tell you when you fucking up. And they'll fine tune you. Like me, I'm that type of person. If we out of town, your slip showing, your track showing, bitch, we finna get that shit together before we go outside. I'm not gonna let you go outside looking crazy if I gotta give you something out of my suitcase. Everybody not like that. But it doesn't matter, because if you keep pressing forward, you will get to your people. Sometimes it takes a little bit long because you done spent too much time in the wrong place. And these people that's done made it out the bullshit, they can't jeopardize whether you gonna fall back into the bullshit or not. So sometimes, depending on how long you done stayed in some shit, you got to show people you're willing to stay out of some shit, just like a person that came from rehab. You got to be willing to tell people, I'm gonna stay out the shit longer than I was in the shit before you gain people trust. If you was stealing out people's purse, you was on dope, people ain't gonna just leave their purse around you. And I'm gonna tell you something else. As soon as some shit come up missing, you're the first person that's gonna come to their mind. But keep pressing forward, keep letting them find it, and they'll start to change how they feel about you. Okay? I love you so much, y'all. When I say shout out to you, Montana, and I'm so sorry for going over my time. I think I started a couple of minutes late, so we're gonna wrap this up. But Lord willing, I'll be able to broadcast on another day. If you would like to support me, because I would love to, y'all, I just be moving through the week. Some things I still didn't get a chance to talk about tonight, but within my budget and the things that I got going on in my life, this is what I can afford to do. I love to do it more days. So if you'd like to support me in that, you can hit my Cash App, Miss Mecca's Take at everything. And My picture is going to be right there. So shout out to everybody, like I said, for people that have supported. A lot of great things happening this week. A lot of great things are going to be happening. We're moving from the month of April into the amazing month of May, the 5th month, okay? So I'll see y'all on Cinco de Mayo, Lord willing. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, and stay real. I love you.
I'm about to shoot at a nigga, no layup. I pull up and step back and I get my J up, yeah. Point blank, I shoot at a nigga from far like I'm Trey Young, yeah. Shoot at a nigga, no airball, ooh. Shoot at a nigga, no backboard. I break a full court press up at half court. That's no cap like an afro, ooh. I spin that Stella Wayne Gretzky. I keep a K on me like I'm Coach K. Mike Krzyzewski. Hope you set trippin', I got a set shot. Get your whole set shot. Quiet on the set, bitch. Shoot at a nigga, no bank shot. Check the game clock. Nigga, time is too precious. I shoot at a nigga, no rebound. Shoot the whole team down. Rick is invested.